My name is Bautista Valerio. I've been integrated into the Tears ministry as a pastor at El Camino Church here in Merida Auxiliadora. And in order to talk about the church El Camino, we need to talk about how this barrio formed, this neighborhood Maria Auxiliadora formed. In about 1979, 1980, a hurricane came towards DR, and a lot of people died and lost their homes. The president at this time donated a whole lot of land to the people that had lost their houses. And through that, this community formed and a lot of people came. People came from the country, people came from the city. And so now we have about 20,000 people living here in Maria Auxiliadora.
He is above all things. His love endures forever. Sing praise.
So how did the church El Camino come about? In about the mid-90s, 95 or so, the Davis family came to the Dominican Republic. And Rod came with his family, his wife Twyla and his two kids, Shekinah and Isaac. They established themselves here in the barrio with the purpose to share the gospel with us. They started sharing their faith with us, and little by little, people started believing in the Word of God and growing to know Christ in their lives. And so little by little, they started sharing in houses and sharing the Word of God, and that's how the church came about in the barrio. And so over the years, El Camino has been a very big blessing to this barrio. Through different ministries, programs, services that we've created in this church, we've been able to bless the community. To mention one, we have the water project that brings clean water to this community. This project blesses the community enormously because through this, not only are we giving them healthy water, but also the money that we gain from this project, we're able to renovate houses and help with medicine and give medical attention and care to the people. We are able to put on sports activities and camps for the kids. And so every Sunday we have a lot of people coming to receive the Word of God. That's the biggest part, the most interesting part of this church. To conclude, we have the vision and the desire to continue growing in this barrio and in this community. We want to continue growing and amplifying our projects in other communities, and communities that are as poor as us. And we felt the calling of the Lord to bless these barrios and in this city and in this country to continue expanding in other countries like Haiti and in South America, in countries that have the same needs, so many needs just like us. And so our vision is that moms and dads would start opening their hearts to the gospel, and so that the homes would change for the Lord, and that this would bring a revival, and the drugs would go out, the unemployment would go out, because students are being educated. This community has had a ton of changes in our church and in this place. And we have the desire and the vision to continue changing for better, that the streets would continue being cleaned up and that the students would be educated and be able to get to the university and finish. Now I'd like to mention and to give thanks to PID for all of their help, because without them, none of this would have been possible. We wouldn't have achieved the things that we wanted to achieve. Without their help, none of this would have been possible. And so, for what it's worth, we'd like to say thank you. And also, we'd like to say thank you to Varsity Bible Church and for the people there, because they have an immense passion and heart for the people here. And so many thanks, and thanks to God for you and for your work here.